It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Commanders and the Saints on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA's. One of these teams will be right back here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 58 as we are underway from New Orleans. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
On the return, Hardy. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Check match.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. In Washington territory at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Turpin. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get him down right about the 20. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Harris taking it in from the 20. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo getting this into the hands of Turner. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Again, it's Kamara. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Hurts throw caught by Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. Down inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Kamara is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Hurts. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Deontay Hardy. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good. The Saints.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
What's good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's take it in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 40.
Up the middle they go. Turpin, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
The 40, 20, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
At the Commanders' 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Go, Street. Catch, man. Catch, man. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The right side going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibson.
It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Washington on 3rd down.
2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And their dream of the Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete to Dotson.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Garoppolo now, first down throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So a great play there. These guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will. This defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Garoppolo now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Thomas brings it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Thomas, the man in motion left. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders. Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
19 tight.
Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they get to hoist the Halas Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling.